Hey you guys, I am really excited to show you today's makeup look. I am talking all about fall makeup and fall trends that we're seeing, and I'm really excited. So I, of course, am using products from Real Norman. I'm also using a few from Sephora today, so we're kind of all over the place. But the first thing I'm using, I'm going to do my eyes first. And I am using a new palette from Sephora. It's the from Real Norman. It's the Just Desserts palette, and it actually smells like donuts. It's amazing. But first, eyeshadow primer, always a must, you guys. I'm using the one from Urban Decay. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. A little bit goes a long way. I'm not kidding. I think a whole bottle of this lasts me for a full year, which is awesome. So just make sure to get that all over your eyes. And we are going to jump right in. I am trying to make these videos as quick as possible for you guys because I know that you don't want to spend your whole day watching makeup tutorials. Maybe you do, like me. Anyway, okay, this is the palette. I'm using the lightest color first. I'm going to go all over my whole eye. I'm using kind of a larger brush. This is a Sephora brush. It's all over shadow, so it does exactly what it says it should. All right, moving on. The next color I'm going to use is this kind of peachy color. It is called Madeline. It is really pretty. And again, just using kind of a smaller brush to go right on that brow bone. This color is so pretty for fall. All right, I'm ready for my darkest color in this palette. It's that kind of chocolatey brown. It is called Eclair. All of these are such fun names. I love them. I am using a brush from Japanesque today. It's a little bit different brush than what I normally use. I normally use a dome brush, but we're gonna try this today and see how it goes for me. I like this brush. I've used it before, but I like it because I feel like it blends really nicely and just kind of makes everything flow and is really smooth, which is really pretty on your eye. That's what you want. Okay, oh, P.S. Sorry, you guys. That color, the brown, the darkest brown, I put right here kind of on my corner and then blended it up here and into my crease. Sorry, sometimes I really suck at explaining things to you guys and I feel bad. You just have to figure it out on your own. So the next color I'm using is this really pretty kind of metallic silver. So speaking of metallics, that is a huge trend we're seeing for fall in fashion and in makeup. And if you're afraid of it in clothing, etc., I get it because I'm a little bit afraid of it too, but shoes are a great way to use it, but also so are your makeup products. So I'm going to do a metallic lip today too for you guys. But anyway, I'm going back to my shader brush that I used earlier, and I am just putting this on my lid, that silver color on my lid. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more of that kind of peachy color. I just think that makes it pop, and that is what kind of gives it the really fall look. You can wear browns all year long, but these peaches are really pretty for fall. All right, I'm feeling really good about my eyeshadow at this point in time, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. I think I will do let's do my foundation next. You guys, I don't do step by step like everything perfectly every single day. I like to change it up. I like to mix it up and do everything a little bit differently, but I'm gonna go ahead and do foundation. So I am using foundation from Merle, which I love. I'm actually using two. So this is Perfecting, and this one is their Aqua Balance makeup. I use two different colors because, you know, usually I'm spray tanned in some way, shape, or form, or I'm using the Merle Self Tanner. And so two different colors of foundation are really great when you are two different colors pretty much all the time. So I just kind of put those on my hand like so. and I use the end of a brush to mix them together. Now, I did already put moisturizer on. Again, moisturizer is so critical, you guys. I used a mattifying foundation today from Merle, and then I also used my Cover FX mattifying primer. I'm all about the matte looks, especially for fall. You know, for summer, it's great to do kind of a dewy look or more of a kind of luminous or light foundation, but when we get to winter, I'm like, cover me up. I'm ready. Okay, I am taking this brush. It's kind of an angled foundation brush. It is face number 7 from Merle, and I'm going to put that all over. And I like to start down here, kind of on my jawline. Don't know why, but that's where I generally like to start my foundation. All right, we're almost done with foundation. One thing that I will tell you guys, if you do use self-tanner or you get spray tanned, make sure that you always blend down onto your neck, because I can't tell you the number of times that I've walked out into natural lighting and I look at myself like in my car mirror or something, and my jawline has a very harsh, obvious foundation line, and I haven't blended it onto my neck. So always just make sure that you do that. It just kind of evens everything out too. You don't want to have any harsh lines. We're not about those today. All right, moving right along. So I'm going to go ahead actually and do concealer next. I am using the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is the color Light. I, again, if you watch my tutorials, make a triangle kind of under my eye. I don't do anything too drastic. A little on my nose, a little on my forehead, and a little on my chin. Take a beauty blender and blend all that right in. Also make sure your beauty blender is wet, which mine is already. You can use beauty blenders too, like what I'm doing right now, just to kind of go in and smooth out your foundation. It just kind of helps even everything out a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and go back in with Merle Norman. This is the Ultra Powder Foundation. I like to do this as a layering kind of step to my foundation. Again, especially as we head into fall and winter. I don't know why, I just really like that kind of matte look, and I'm okay if it's like heavier than normal. I don't know why that is. Let's go ahead and move on to brows. If you've been following me, you know that I struggle hard with my brows sometimes. So I apologize if I have to move the mirror in front of my face, but also I'm not wearing my contacts right now, so it's hard for me to see. Oh no, we're almost out of this. That's sad. All right, so I use my Brow Wiz in Chocolate from Anastasia, and I am going to move this. Let's see here. Just a little, actually, I'll use this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I am going to line under here, just kind of under my brow, where it naturally starts. And then just kind of pull this out. Again, we're just following the natural curve of my brow. I'm not doing anything crazy or drastic like I did 2 years ago, because that was way too much. So we are just being natural. Okay, next product for my brows. Yes, this is like a multi-step process. It's kind of elaborate, and not everyone needs to have this many steps for their brows. I just do, so it's fine. All right, so I actually have learned this from Lori at Merle, and I am going to brush all of my brow hairs kind of down first, and I can see where my arch is kind of right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm actually using Burgundy Chic, which is a shadow color. but it matches my hair color nicely. So anyway, going ahead, again, following all natural lines here, team. I'm using an angled brush. I like to make my sides even, like both go in and do both sides first. So you can choose to do one eye and then the other, but I choose to do like them kind of at the same time, I guess. You can see when I brushed my brows back out how nicely they just kind of fell into place. And so obviously I have a little more work to do here in my front. That is where I usually just need a little bit more help. So I am going to actually, again, using Burgundy Chic and using my angled brush, make kind of tick marks in the front here. And you can see, just compared to each eye, how natural and just really full and pretty that this looks. Okay, great. You guys can see what a difference that brows really make. I truly believe that they can like make or break a look. And if you don't know how to do your brows, seriously go to a makeup store, because I'm not going to be the one to teach you, because everyone else has taught me and I'm just not that great at it. You can kind of follow my techniques. The brush that I used, this one, it is, well, it's from Sephora. I believe it's actually the Anastasia brush. But it's a great tool to have, and you definitely will want an angled brush of some kind to kind of help you out. So let's go ahead and continue with the eyes and finish those out. So I am going to line my lower waterline. And when you pull your eye down, you guys, be gentle with it. Our eyes are so delicate, and so is the skin beneath them, so just be careful. You don't want to pull too hard, and you don't want to obviously jab yourself in the eye by any means. Looking good. That was a black eyeliner, by the way. You can see already that this is like a really natural color, which I really like. It's just pretty and it's easy, and you guys could probably do this quicker than I do. I'm just particular and detailed when it comes to makeup. It's also like my fun artistic time in the morning. So that's my way of being artistic, because I can't draw to save my life. Anyway, side note. So I'm going to go ahead and smudge underneath my eye using that dark chocolate brown from this color, or from this palette, and I'm using a smudge brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and smudge underneath my eye. Yay, okay, great. So, all right, we're gonna try liquid liner, because I'm feeling pretty good about the route I'm taking today and where things are going. So we are going to try this. Now, liquid liner can be really tricky, and if you are not super great at it, then maybe just don't do it. Just skip this step. But I'll show you guys kind of what I do. I do have lash extensions, so this can get a little tricky, but make sure, I love this one from Sephora. It's the classic line, and it's black. It's a felt liner. So I kind of start out here at my corner and just stay as close to your lash line as possible. Sorry, I realize you guys can't see what is happening right now, but I need to get just a little bit closer so I can see too. Okay, obviously that was a long process, and I apologize that you guys couldn't like see what I was doing throughout half of it. Anyway, tip for liquid liners is to make sure that you have something that is kind of a felt tip that's really easy for you to kind of navigate. Make sure you get your eyes as even as possible. It can be really tricky and challenging at times. But I'm going to go again back in with the chocolate brown color using a kind of a angled brush and just kind of create some more lines in here, more depth and dimension. You can see the difference between the eyes of just me doing that. I promise we are almost done. So let's go ahead and move on to cheeks because I'm obsessed with this palette. It also smells like donuts. It is the Sweet Delights Cheek Trio from Merle. I'm going to go ahead and use my highlighter first using this brush. That is this color over here. And I'm using kind of a concentrated brush and starting right here, kind of like on the corner of like where my eye and my cheekbone kind of almost meet, and rubbing that in. You can see already how pretty that highlight is. And we'll go ahead and do the other side. Using a blush brush, I am actually going to mix these two. And again, about 2 fingers away from your nose on your cheekbone. I see a little flaw with my brows, so I'm going to just fix that really quick. Try to get them as even as possible, although everyone tells me that they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, but I really struggle with that theory because I like for everything to be symmetrical, and my face is asymmetrical, which I've learned in taking selfies and pictures, and I'm like, why is that everything not even? It drives me nuts, but that's how God made us, and that's okay. So, okay, I want to do a little bit of bronzer here. Not a lot. We're not going to contour today. Just keeping it pretty and fall-y. Perfect for the apple orchard or dinner tonight, like what we're doing. All right, you guys, and let me do mascara real quick. Again, I have lash extensions, so I use a few different products up on the top from the Lash Lounge. Last thing is lips. I was telling you guys all about that metallic lip, so let me get all my products for this. Sorry, I'm back. We're almost done, I promise. All right, so I am using Mud Pie Liner. Oh, all this is from Merle, of course. This liner is so cool. I didn't fill my lips in all the way, and that's all right. The first color I'm going to use is called Sweet Love. And the next color I'm using just in the center, kind of create that ombre effect. This one is Candy Coated. All right, you guys, that is it. I'm sorry this was kind of a long tutorial, but hopefully you learned a lot and are really excited about the fall makeup trends as much as I am. And have a wonderful day. As always, thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.